Hello and welcome to Pushing Back, Ukraine Daily Brief. As the war enters its 783rd day, these are the main developments from the past 24 hours. Russia has lost approximately 456,050 troops in Ukraine since the beginning of the war, the General Staff of Ukraine's armed forces reported. The number, which has not been independently verified, includes 710 casualties over the past day. According to the released Ukrainian figures, Russia lost 4 tanks, 18 armored combat vehicles, 15 artillery systems, 1 air defense systems, 2 drones, 1 cruise missile, 24 vehicles and 2 pieces of special equipment. The update from the General Staff of the Armed Forces of Ukraine. There were 50 combat engagements. The enemy launched a total of 2 missile and 43 air strikes, carried out 39 multiple launch rocket system attacks on positions of Ukrainian troops and various settlements. The Ukrainian Air Force launched air strikes on 5 concentration of troops and 1 command post of the occupiers. The Ukrainian missile forces hit 1 concentration of troops of the Russian invaders. In its latest intelligence update, the Institute for the Study of War, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky emphasized that continued shortages in air defense systems and artillery are preventing Ukraine from effectively defending itself against Russian strikes and ground assaults. Zelensky signed a new mobilization law on April 16, codifying a difficult but critical decision in Ukraine's efforts to stabilize its force generation apparatus and adequately prepare the Ukrainian fighting force both defensively and offensively. Russian forces in eastern Ukraine are using smaller groups to conduct assaults and are reportedly suffering from morale issues, but Russian attacks are unlikely to culminate in the near term despite these challenges because of Ukrainian material shortages. A Russian Storm Z instructor argued that Russian forces should capitalize on Ukrainian disadvantages brought on by material shortages to increase Russian guided glide bomb strikes to support Russian ground operations. Russian President Vladimir Putin continued to show support for Iranian aggression against Israel during a March 16 call with Iranian President Ibrahim Raisi. People's Republic of China President and General Secretary of the Chinese Communist Party Xi Jinping met with German Chancellor Olaf Scholz on April 16 and proposed prerequisites for the end to the war in Ukraine in a manner that suggests that 11 is continuing to posture himself as a neutral mediator in the war despite increasing reports of China's support for the Russian war effort. Ukraine's security service recently destroyed a Russian Nebu long-range radar station in Bryansk Oblast. The Kremlin continues to centralize authority over Chechen Republic head Ramzan Kadyrov's Akhmat Spetsnaz forces via the Russian Ministry of Defense. Russian federal censor Roskomnadzor is considering banning TikTok in Russia. The Republic of Tatarstan is reportedly preparing a new youth employment program that would allow minors aged 14 and older to work at Russian defense industrial base, likely as part of an ongoing effort to expand the Russian defense industrial base. Russian occupation officials are using the education system, particularly history courses, to Russify Ukrainian children living in occupied areas. Russian forces made confirmed advances near Bakhmut, Avdiivka, and Donetsk City and in western Zaporizhia Oblast. In Zelensky's nightly video he covered several points. First, the Commander-in-Chief Syrsky and the Defense Minister Umerov discussed the situation at the front lines and the importance of strengthening defenses to deter and repel Russian attacks. Secondly, he spoke about the success of the SSU's Center of Special Operations in eliminating Russian missile systems and the 13th Main Directorate of the Military Counterintelligence Department in destroying Russian radar stations. Thirdly, he discussed a meeting about the threats online casinos pose to Ukrainian security. Lastly, he spoke about the ongoing efforts to fight terrorism and achieve peace. It emphasizes the need for global collaboration, specifically mentioning China's potential role in resolving the conflict in Ukraine and restoring international stability. The author expresses a desire for a productive first Global Peace Summit in June. Thanks for following today's updates. Please don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. We'll return tomorrow with the latest news on the ongoing conflict.